Here's a special Christmas forecast for the whole of Europe for the next few days from the night of Christmas Eve through until December 27th. So the big question for many of us is, will there be a white Christmas this year? And in the case of Europe, it doesn't appear as if that's the case for most of us, if not almost all of us, throughout the whole of the European continent over the next few days. So let's have a look at what's going on. Looking at the night of Christmas Eve, Tuesday night, quite a mild night for most of us. You can see the temperatures between 5 and 8 degrees generally, unless you're very far north. And many areas will receive some rain, for instance parts of the European continent in Germany, northwards through to Scandinavia and northern Scotland. Now along the Atlantic coastlines we could see some clearer skies. Also inland over places like Poland too, we'll see some clear skies overnight, with temperatures not too low. Elsewhere, further south in Spain, we're looking at a lot of rain overnight, thunderstorms along the western coast of Portugal, rain along the Mediterranean coasts as well until you get as far as Italy, where the rain will probably not be occurring, but overcast skies along the peninsula with clear skies towards the far south. Low temperatures between 0 and 14 degrees, 0 degrees over there inland over Eastern Europe, where we'll be seeing some more stable conditions. Looking at Christmas Day then, temperatures will not be looking too bad, between 4 and 8 degrees Celsius, and for many of us there will be lots of rain around, particularly on the continent, through to Scandinavia as well. We're looking at lots more heavy rain occurring here, 4 and 5 degrees in Sweden and Norway. Apart from a little bit of rain in the north of Scotland, the British Isles will be looking fairly decent, partly cloudy, perhaps even clear skies, but what's to note here is that there's no snow going on anywhere in those northern reaches of Europe on Christmas Day. Further south along the Mediterranean coastlines, pretty much what we saw overnight, rain over Spain, particularly towards the north and into the southern coasts of France and Italy as well. But further south in Italy we'll be seeing some clearer skies with a high of 16, a high of 18 over Greece, where we could be seeing some drizzle further north there as well. Highs of 5 degrees along the eastern Adriatic Sea coastline. On the night of Christmas Day over the northern half of Europe it'll be a little bit cooler, towards the chilly side, 2 or 3 degrees generally along the northern coasts there, but not looking too bad in terms of weather. There will be some rain in some areas over some parts of France, Germany towards the south, and in northern Scotland as well, but elsewhere we shouldn't be looking too bad, apart from in Finland where we'll also be seeing some rain occurring there. Low temperatures ranging from -1 up in Tromsø in Norway to around 5 or 6 degrees in France. Further south, again, not many places seeing clearer skies except the far east over Turkey perhaps, towards Ukraine as well. We could be seeing some partly cloudy conditions, but elsewhere it's going to be virtually overcast everywhere with some rain occurring over the Italian peninsula and further east of that as well as southern France and parts of northern Spain as well. But elsewhere it's looking dry for places like southern Spain, Greece, that sort of region. And looking at Thursday then, this is the conditions in the northern reaches of Europe, -1 degrees in Iceland, where it will remain overcast as it has been for a few days. Same towards Scandinavia as well, with some cooler temperatures, 1 to 5 degrees Celsius the high. Rain continuing in Finland, and then further south looking fairly better in some regions, apart from some sleet that could be occurring over southern Germany. Over the British Isles and France we're looking at partly cloudy conditions. Further south there's lots more rain to be had across Italy and further north into southern Germany, and into the Czech Republic and areas like that. But partly cloudy conditions, not looking too bad along the western reaches of the Mediterranean coast, and some rain persisting towards the northeastern corner of the Iberian Peninsula in Spain and Portugal. High temperatures ranging from 4 degrees in Romania to 18 degrees in southern Greece. So looking at Thursday night, we've got some more rain moving in from the Atlantic over the British Isles, over France, and perhaps penetrating as far as the Netherlands and possibly Germany towards the end of the night. Rain continuing over in Finland as well, and parts of northern Norway too. We could be seeing some drizzle, but elsewhere it's looking fairly quiet with overcast skies dominating, and partly cloudy skies in Iceland, where the temperatures will be allowed to fall as low as -2 in Reykjavik and possibly lower in rural areas. Further south we have only southern parts of Italy and Greece holding on to double figures overnight, with some clearer skies moving in towards parts of northern Italy into southern France as well, with clear skies in Marseille with a low temperature of 6 degrees. In Spain we're looking at overcast skies for the most part, temperatures below 10 degrees with some rain in Portugal, lows in Barcelona of 4 degrees, and elsewhere it's looking generally overcast with some rain here and there. Looking at Friday, clearer conditions arriving in Iceland, meaning the temperature won't get above -4 all the way up there. Parts of northern Scandinavia as well will struggle to get above freezing under overcast skies for the most part. Oslo and Helsinki will be seeing some rain on Friday, with a high temperature in Bergen in the western coast of Norway of 4 degrees Celsius. Further south, temperatures looking a little bit better, 5 to 10 degrees, perhaps 14 down in southern France, with a mix of rain and sunny intervals. Further south, looking more pleasant for southern France and Italy, eastward to Croatia and onwards, where we're looking at partly cloudy skies for the most part, mostly clear across the central part of Italy, with high temperatures in southern parts of the country of 15 degrees, same too for Greece, but there will be lots of rain occurring around there. Spain for the most part will be fairly wet as well, with high temperatures of 13 to 16 degrees Celsius, 55 to 61 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's how the weather is looking this Christmas in Europe at least. There'll be a North American forecast coming up later this evening, Christmas Eve at 9 PM UTC.